Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Have you been looking for the best place to get Godzilla beams and buildings accessories for your collection? Then search no further because you found the right video. Today I am bringing you an overview of GojiFXUnlimited, including a box that he sent my way, a preview of what to expect from this video. We're going to be going over his different store pages, and we're also going to look at a few other goodies that he's been cooking up on Facebook, such as roads and bridges, and even a evolution set for the Destroyer, and last but not least, a ice beam for the brand new Hiya or S.H.Monsterarts. So sit back, relax, grab your favorite beverage, and let's get right into this video. But first, I want to go ahead and let y'all know that these beam and breath effects are truly handmade artisan items. Depending on the effect, he uses silicone molds and epoxy resin, acrylic, or a mixture of both. This method allows him to give these beams a deeper color with enhanced clarity versus an effect that is just 3D printed. It also allows the addition of other materials such as a glow powder that gives a stunning glow-in-the-dark effect that is smooth and consistent, unlike using the glow-in-the-dark paint. But checking out some of his main listings, we can see things such as a blue spiral effect. These also come in red to replicate the spiral burning beam, which we'll check out in the unboxing today. We also have a beam for Evolved Godzilla, which looks pretty dang good. Y'all can see how that looks up in that mouth. And this is what that translucentness looks like in some nice lighting. The neon color really makes this beam pop in particular. This one is absolutely awesome. We have a whole Mechagodzilla and Rodan Decisive Battle version battle effect set that he has made, which includes a beam for Rodan, Mechagodzilla's belly button cannon, along with the sparkling breath effect and two cannon beams for the Garuda. Is very nice indeed. And there's plenty more where that came from. But looking at some of these buildings, you can get these in two different sizes if you want them slightly bigger or slightly smaller depending on your collection. We get custom prints on all of these to really bring them to life. Here we have Evangelion. This is what that looks like next to Godzilla -1 for a sense of scale. And here's one of the other one-off buildings. We can really see the detail that he puts into these. But for simplicity's sake, you can just get a bulk order of some slightly less detailed buildings to fill out your collection. No matter what you're looking for, I'm sure you'll find something that fits your fancy. A lot of these destroyed buildings just look so stunning. For $20, you can really not beat this for the amount of detail that he packs into it. Now, I must note, you can save up to 15% when you buy more than just one. So fill up that shopping cart and go get yourself a good discount. This is one of his newer buildings, where we even have smoke effects and flames coming out of it, which this just looks stellar. And on top of that, as y'all already saw from the intro, GojiFXUnlimited offers buildings with LEDs to really bring your night city to life. The realism that these darker shots bring is just unbeatable. This colored building right here actually changes color as it will cycle through the RGB, making them look really lived in. But I cannot say enough on how awesome all of these look. Here are some daytime shots of the same diorama so you can get an idea for yourself on how you can set these up. You can even get a little monorail system that is just chocked full of detail. On top of that, you can also get the Jet Jaguar claws or your S.H.Monsterarts Jet Jaguar. So you really have a lot of options. He pretty much does everything you can think of. And in case you didn't get the Awakening version of Shin Godzilla, you can also get effects for this guy, which include LEDs upon request, which is absolutely badass. And if I have not said enough, we also have Space Godzilla crystals along with his Corona beam, which these Space Godzilla crystals also react to LEDs. If that was not enough for you, you can get a beam for Godzilla Ultima on top of being infused with that glow powder, which allows you to charge it under a UV light to really get a cinematic effect. And once again, last but not least, we have the new improved missile effect for Kiryu, if you happen to own one of these guys, if this figure was not awesome enough already. There's also these LED powered beam effects. One in particular is made for 2021 Mechagodzilla. Now, I think that pretty much covers everything that he offers, more or less. Like I said, you can message him for anything that you want specifically that you've seen in this video or see on any of his store pages for that matter. All of his new projects are posted on GojiFXUnlimited on Facebook, so go check him out on there. And without further ado, let's get right into this unboxing. For this is not the box. The real box is way too big to put in screen. This is it. It's a big ass Target box full of all kinds of goodies. I ravaged through some of the box to make sure that it was undamaged before I could make this video, such as these Mechagodzilla 2 Garuda beam effects, which look very nice. You would just grab your Mechagodzilla 2 like so, and just kind of plop these on the end of the Garuda. Voila! And you got you a nice little display. Right here we have the Godzilla -1 beam, which you could really use this for whoever you want. Next we have this thing, which to be honest, I'm not 100% certain. It's pretty well wrapped up in here. We have, ooh, okay. Here we have the 1995 Spiral Burning Godzilla beam, which looks absolutely fabulous. Y'all can see how that light is shimmering. That's actually some light coming in through my window, but y'all can really see how translucent this is. It looks magnificent. Now I think we're done with the beam effects. Now getting into some other things in here. But yeah, these are the explosions, matter of fact. You would set these up like so. Then you have this nice light in here that he includes that you can just flick on like you would. I don't know if y'all can see that too well, but you have a nice little explosion piece that works perfect for some awesome cinematography. I think GojiFXUnlimited did an absolute bang up job on these explosions. This is the 1995 Godzilla Rebirth, which just looks fantastic. Getting into some buildings. So off rip we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 7. Oh, almost dropped that one. 8 and 9 bad boys in here. Oh, my bad. And this makes 10. Now, unwrapping these things, we can just slow. That came off ever so gracefully. Just slide these off like so. We can get a solid look. He does a excellent job on these. These are actually 3D printed, but he does detail all these little models himself. Like this one right here. We have a clear little segment for the antenna looking pretty dang good with some nice shading. This thing, oh wait a minute. Y'all gotta get ready for this. Let me just tear this open. Hey, tear this off, man. You already know your boy GojiFXUnlimited came through on the diorama buildings. We have a little Toho logo on there as well. Figure Mania show. All that good jazz. And then down below we have Calling All Kaiju. Godzilla talk show looking real nice. Love that. And then we have DMT, David Michael, Tiny Print, Tardy, Composer. Interesting. And then we even have GojiFX on the bottom with that stamp of approval. It's very nice, very high quality. I want to point this out. Even the AC units on the top are painted. Now that is attention to detail right there. Now clearing up some space, we can continue with this unboxing. Slide some more of these buildings undone. We have a nice little hospital, I'm assuming, with a helipad. This is a very nice skyscraper. Almost too tall for the camera, matter of fact. Here we have another sort of skyscraper with a helipad up top. This one's a little taller. And last but not least, we have this building with some Gamera art on the side. Shout out to all my Gamera fans out there. On this side we have that, so a Toho. We got some old Pokemon, some Sofu, and classic Gundam in a mini-so art. This side we have Yvonne and Galeon. Get a better close up of that. Looks very badass. And then we have a painted helipad up top. Now that we have our city assembled, and let me not forget this two-piece building, which I did not forget about. So now all it needs is some kaiju. So even without a backdrop, this does look very nice. Here are just some more examples of what you can do with all these. This is just a little bit of photography that I took of my own of the re-release of the S.H.Monsterarts Space Godzilla. Everything you see here besides the figure and the smoke effects, are made by GojiFX. The smoke effects are actually made by Tamashii Nations as part of their SHMA smoke effects set that just came out. If you're like me, you can even jerry-rig an explosion up on Space Godzilla to give a cool effect with one of his beams, but all of this really complements these figures. And lastly, here's a setup between the S.H.Monsterarts SHMA and Evolved Godzilla, which I have reviews coming soon. This video itself has been a huge project of mine, so I hope you appreciate all these photography shots. Now I do have the Hiyatoys Exquisite Basics SHMA in box, along with the 1991 King Ghidorah on his way from China as we speak. I'm going to be doing a comparison video between the SHMAs, but right here, let's just appreciate this gorgeous detail on Evolved Godzilla right here. None of these have been modified. Even SHMA has a nice purple sheen to her paint that most photos do not bring out. Really looking forward to reviewing her in particular. But of course, all these buildings and effects really bring these figures to life. Remember, if you want anything that you've seen in this video, the best ways you can contact GojiFXUnlimited is by email and or Facebook. He also has an eBay page and a Mercari page, so don't be afraid to reach out to him on there. Absolutely trustworthy guy, you have my word. For over the year that I've been working with him, he has never done me wrong. But now for these beam effects, which man, these are very reflective, look absolutely gorgeous. Since there's not a whole lot to say about the beams themselves, I'm just going to be including them in each of the reviews for the corresponding Godzilla. So y'all be excited for that in the coming videos. Life's just been real crazy, and I do YouTube on the side when I'm able to. And I appreciate you making it up to this point in the video. And if you found this video useful, the best way you can show your appreciation is by subscribing, dropping a like, and a comment down below. And be sure to give GojiFXUnlimited a look. I promise you his products are truly premium quality. And if you have any problems with something, he will try to make it right. But enough of my rambling. My name's DargonEvo, and as always, have an amazing day.